Hi there, this is your Fun Living Personal Fulfillment Coach, Kim. Sit here, and today is Wednesday, May 15th, 2019. Today, my grandmother, my last living grandparent, has passed out of the physical into the spiritual. So I want to dedicate this video to her, and I wanted to reflect upon what her passing means and what her life has taught me, the lessons that she's taught me through her example of her living. So first of all, I'm relieved, and I think my family is also relieved that her passing has taken her out of her physical suffering. In the last few months, her body, the environment through which her life was sustained was just dwindling, and it was literally withering away with kidney failure and a host of different health issues that showed up in her later years of life. My grandmother was a very, very tough lady, and she gave birth to 5 children. Well, these are the stories that she told me, all by herself. Except, I think for her first one, I think she had some help. But for the other ones, she just gave birth to them by herself, catching them with a basin or a bucket. I remember she said that she dropped one of my uncles. Was it my uncle or was it my aunt? Doesn't matter. But they all survived, are great people. She came to Canada with her younger 2. I'm the oldest of the first child, and I remember her working. It didn't matter what she did. She was always there working. Whatever she did, it was like her full heart was there. It was very passionate. I remember her working for $20 a day, not an hour, a day, $20 a day for a whole day of work. But her view was that she was making a contribution and that she was being useful. She did what she could. And I really appreciate that lesson from her, is forget about what you can't do, is go do the thing that you can do and contribute. Her passing also meant that, since that she was my last living grandparent, that the next generation to go would be my parents. It's the generation of my parents now. And after them would be me. So it reminded me that there are things that I need to do now that I need to do before the end of my time. And the end of my time here is just, I have no idea when that is. It's no guarantee that it's always one generation after next. That's typically the way it goes. But in life, you just don't know what to expect. You can kind of hope for it. But I think that living in the present moment and just doing things now that are important will really pay off. For example, I knew that she was my last living grandparent. So, oh yes, her passing reminds me that there are things that I need to do now. She lived each day helping her children. That was her goal in life, was that her children would be in a good place. And she did what she could by either helping out financially, doing what she could as a job. And then when she retired, she would help her children watch their children. And then when they were kind of old enough, she would also help them out in their businesses, in, again, whatever she could do. So something I really admire from her. And there was just a certain resilience. And no matter how unwell she felt, she was always out there doing something. It also reminds me right now to write my own eulogy. And in order for my eulogy, like the way I want people to remember me by, in all rounds of life, is to actually do the things now that they would remember me for. So for example, I have a calling to inspire you to be the best version of yourself, to always get better at something, not be perfect. You got to see yourself as being enough and that you are awesome right now. And That is what I'm called to do. So it reminds me that I need to take consistent action every day. Maybe not in the things that I can't do yet, but do what I can do and be consistent at it. And a little by little, each day it will add up. And at the end of my day, I like to look back and just say, yep, I lived the way that I wanted my life to be. Each day and each moment, consciously present, enjoying my family, enjoying what's important, doing the things, delaying gratification, doing the things that matter. So I want to ask you, what is your calling? What do you want to be remembered as? How do you want to be remembered in your eulogy? Do the thing that you must. Do the thing that you were put here to do. And just be present. Be present. Make no excuses. Go be with the people that are important to you right now. Tell them how important they are. But most importantly, savor this time. Thank you so much for watching. This is your Fun Living Personal Fulfillment Coach, Kim Sitt. Until next time, you know it. Be awesome. Bye.